Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge. And today is day 70 of the 90-day challenge. And today's topic is share how, sorry, talk about the importance of, share how your community has impacted your journey. My apologies. But before we go into that, let's introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy, and I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm also a proud digital business owner.
Hello, my name is Patsy, and I am the face of the Facebook business page, Show Pet Blessing. And I'm a mother of four and grandmother of nine. And originally, I'm from Brunei, and currently, I'm staying in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I'm a proud digital business owner.
So before we go dive into the topic, I just want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinar. It's every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that day. So, as a host, we have Toa. She's a teacher. The first panelist is Emilia. She's a former business support administrator and also now a job quitter. So, congratulations to Emilia. We also have Raman, a stay at home mom. We also have Mary Saini, a retired senior corporate executive. Patsy?
Yes, the other panelists are Deborah, online business owner, Apple finance manager, and Maxi Mila, social aid worker, Gurjit, full-time housewife.
Yes. So, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, well, we can send you the link. You just have to register in any of our websites that will appear on the screen in a few minutes with your name and email address, and we'll send you that link to watch the replay of last Thursday. And also in that same email you will receive from us, you will also have a link to watch the live webinar. So our live webinar is available with subtitles in 5 languages now. So that's Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. And our replays have subtitles in any languages. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today. So what is our topic for today, Patsy?
UVL 90-day challenge, day 70 of 90. The topic, share how your community impacted your journey.
So do you mind to start, Patsy, sharing your...
Oh, um, my journey has been it's more personal development and that let me read my notes. I do. I have a miracle morning. I'm a routine. Usually, my husband went to work at 5 a.m. No, 6 a.m. The moment he go to work, and he had to get he has to go to work, and I start my miracle morning with my mentors, with all the group of people. And we have to learn to do exercise in morning exercise and learn about the business. And it was rather early in the morning, but I'm an early riser. And also, I used to hate learning, but now each time there's a problem, I begin to recognize as a challenge, stepping stone to success. Also learning new things. I'm eager to learn. So um, I was more patient than before, and I learned, especially patient with my computer. Thank God for it. I also managed to send invitation to my friend and introduce to my online business, which I never did that before, and that is one progress I can share. That's all for now, and talk to you later.
Thank you. Oh, we have a comment here. So we have a comment from Suleiman Diakite. She says, cool. Thank you for your comment and thank you for watching us. Okay, so for me, um, share how your my community has impacted my journey. Um, so I think my first contact with the community, the actual like face to face, was when I first joined the business last year. I think I only had like 7 or 10 days, and after joining, I traveled to Calgary, and we have our global convention. So a lot of people travel from all different parts of the world to this convention, and I got to see a lot of people that were in our private Facebook. Sorry, in our private Facebook group, um, and then I got to see them in person. So I got to see that it was real people. I got to hear their testimonials, and it was very inspiring seeing all these people, who travel around the globe from different countries, and it felt like a big family. So this was my first experience with the global community, and how everyone, like even if I was new, everyone was like getting together and meeting with each other. So it was an amazing experience. So I love it. That was my first contact. And then in terms of how the community has impacted my journey, um, well, talking about that, seeing how um, there's no competition um, between each other, seeing that everyone is cheering for each other. Um, and then we share, our ups and downs too. And we motivate each other. So um, when I started my journey, after coming from the Calgary convention, um, I started to do my training and I encountered some setbacks. It's normal when you start your journey. At the beginning, you are going to find some setbacks. Um, but because our online community, we are not alone in our journey. So that's what makes a huge difference when it comes to doing an online business, because you have the support from others. I think we have a comment. We have another comment from Dali Ali. Hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment. Um, so when I started, I did all my training, and I think one of the first contact that I got with the community was I did all my training fast, and then I got to the part for the advertising, because advertising was new to me and I didn't know anything about advertising. So I was going through the training, but I saw that it was very extensive because they teach you how to do advertising on Facebook, they teach you how to do advertising on YouTube, and you have other platforms like LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest. Those are not too like we have some training of, but we don't do too much advertising on those. But there's training about that. But the most extensive is Google, YouTube, and Facebook. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's a lot. So I felt kind of discouraged because I wanted to start right away. Of course, everyone wants to start right away. Everyone wants to see results fast, but that's not the reality. The reality is everyone has a different journey. Everyone has a different pace on their business. Um, so you just have to be patient and do it at your own pace. Understand that things doesn't happen right away like we want. It takes time. It takes persistent consistency. And like I said, you're gonna see some setbacks or stick resilience. Um, so yeah, so going back to my story, I I fell down. At the time I was doing a 90-day challenge within a group, so we were together. And then I mentioned that to my other friend that was in the group, and then she was able to bring me up, my in my emotions, because I explained to her how I was feeling, and she said, you know what, that's normal. I used to feel the same way, but one thing that I learned is that you have to have patience. So that was my first learning experience about patience. Okay, I learned about patience later on too, but that was my first patience. And patience is a good learning in this business. You gotta There's different levels of patience, and as you go through your journey, you're gonna start learning all the different levels of patience. Um, so yeah, so going back to the story, so that was my first one. So because of her, I was able to come back and continue my training to be able to start my advertising. Okay, um, my second setback that I got in my journey was when I was starting to do my first advertising. I started to I had my video ad and all prep and ready, and I entered all the information to start my advertising, and boom, I get an email from YouTube saying that my video ad was flagged. So that means I couldn't do advertising, so I could appeal. So for me, like I mentioned, before, advertising was new to me, so I have no idea anything about advertising. So I fell down. I felt like, oh my God, I want to start a business. And boom, this happened to me. But I had a friend that we were, kind of like accountability partner. We were meeting every day. She lives in the same city as me, although we are not financially connected, um, or from belonging from the same team. We were working together, and usually the funny part is that usually it was me helping her, but this time it was the opposite. I was the one down, and then she was the one helping me. um so I was really down. It was really devastated. So that mindset that says victim, that was me. um and well, the worst part was that I thought that I had a very strong mindset, and at that point I realized that I didn't have a strong mindset. I learned from that lesson different things, and one of the things that I learned is that you need to train your mindset. You need to feed your mindset. You always need to listen to motivated content. You need to listen to audio books that will feed your mindset, that will keep you motivated, that will keep you resilient. Listen to other people's stories. Like, for example, I listened to the story of Michael Jordan. Um, if you haven't heard the story, uh, you can Google it. I think the YouTube has a story about Michael Jordan too. The story of the Kentucky Fried Chicken founder, which is the Coronel. He got rejected so many times, but he didn't give up. He kept asking until there was a door that said yes to his recipe. Um, so those kind of stories, those kind of listenings that you listened will help you to create that resilience. Will help you to see life in a different way. Um, and that's what it has been helping me to be able to see life in a different perspective. So every time that I'm working on my business, I always listen to something that it will keep me inspired. It's something that will motivate me and all that. Going back to my story, my friend, she helped me to bring up my emotions, and then going back up and find a solution. So I shifted from the victim, the problem focused mindset, to the solution focused mindset. So I started to find out about how, if somebody encountered the same thing that I encountered, and how can I fix that. So from that lesson, I learned so many things, and this is one thing also, that it is a failure. But failure is also not a bad thing, because you learn from failures. So from this failure, I learned so many things. I learned about my mindset, that I need to keep feeding it all the time. I learned that don't go for the first answer. because the first answer might not be the correct one. So try to find out, ask too many people, and if they all come with the same answer, then that must be the answer. But also do a research for yourself. Uh, and keep asking until you find more. So I find my answer, and then after that I ask how to fix it. So a friend of mine that was in the same group that I mentioned before, she encountered the same thing, so she knew how to fix it. So she helped me and told me what to do, so I was able to fix it. So from this experience I also learned, because I encountered a later, when I started to advertise on Facebook, I also got flagged again. But in this case, I knew that it wasn't nothing wrong. I just didn't know why I got flagged. So I asked around, but I had a different perspective. See, I didn't see this time the same way that I saw it when I got on Facebook. And it's because I learned from that lesson. So that's why, failures are not a bad thing. It is a good thing because you learn from it. Um, so yeah, so that was my second time that a member from the community was able to help me. So yes, these two people impacted in my life in a way that they brought me down, but they brought me up in my emotions to keep continuing. um, Also, we also have so many testimonials, from our community that really inspire me. I remember when I started to watch the to listen to the testimonial, because I was watching our masterminds, which is a training that we have every Wednesday, where there's like different, it's divided in different sections, when we meet every Wednesday. And at the beginning, when I was watching all of them, I saw that all the testimonials were positive, and I was like, yes, it sounds very inspiring, right? But then after that, I started to listen to some that encountered some challenges and were like, and then I encountered another that, and then I encountered another one that was really bad. It was like someone, when you have a like a black cloud, and you're trying to go out of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, this person, it was almost seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and boom, something else happened, and boom, something else happens. So that was the first time that I encountered like three testimonials from members of our community where they really have so many struggles. But what really, the one that impacted me the most was the one that, it was like she was never seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. That was the one that impacted me the most, because although she has so many struggles along her journey, she was able to overcome those struggles. She was able to, she had a, um, she had a strong mindset. Like she wanted to travel around the globe. That was one of her dreams. The other dream, she wanted to be able to provide to her kids, uh, what she didn't have. Um, and that was her fuel to overcome any obstacles that she faced. So when I heard her story, it was so inspiring, because like I mentioned, I never seen a very dark testimonial in terms, of, seeing, like you think you're gonna be seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, and boom, something else comes. So when I heard her testimony, I was like, oh wow. So if she did it, so can I. So that's how, the community really has an impact on you. I think the community plays a big role when it comes to our success, because they are there to support you along the journey. They are there to celebrate your small and big wins. Um, they are there to support you emotionally, like I mentioned. And they're there to support you also technically when you need a question. Anyone from any part of the world will answer to your question and will help you. And there's no competition, like I mentioned. We are not competing with each other. To the contrary, we share our knowledge to others. Um, you won't see this outside. Like people are usually like keeping their secrets to themselves, but that doesn't happen in our community. To the contrary, we share it because we want everyone to go up and and achieve their success, achieve their dreams, what they're fighting for. I think we have a comment here. Okay, so we have Alma Orca. Hello. Thank you, Alma. Thank you for watching. So yeah, so that's what I love about the community. And I think, the community impacts so many lives in our journey. Like it has impacted my life. I learned from so many people that has teach me along the way. For example, when I traveled to Orlando last year, I was brand new. I was taking pictures like a tourist. And then this member from our community uh, told us saw what I was doing. And she approached me and she said, when you take pictures, it's not just taking pictures for taking pictures. You gotta take pictures that you can use on your post as a content. So, for example, like if I'm over here, see, I leave this space here to put the lettering, so that way you can utilize that. Or, for example, you can be lower down and then you leave the space on the top, so you can put writing on the top. So you take pictures with a purpose, just not taking pictures for pictures. So I learned that from her. And she taught me that on that trip when I went to Orlando. So this is how you grow when with different ways. You can grow through our community online. When we meet, through Zooms, or when we meet to the masterminds, but also when we go to those business trips, because we get to connect with other people from around the globe, and they share uh, their experience, they share the tips with you. So on that trip that I went, I was able to learn that from her, uh, that she told me what I was doing wrong when it comes to taking pictures. So you always learn from a member of the community, and that's what I love about uh, how the community has impacted our journey. You wanted to say something earlier, Patsy. Sorry.
I would like to continue my story.
Okay.
That I still remember some points. I remember to be grateful every day. The posting every day about gratitude make me a grateful person for the very breath I take in. Before I used to take my life just for granted, but now I see that even the very breath that we take, been having a healthy life. Oh, I really appreciate it now. Ever since I recovered from a bad cold and a bad cough, as you can see, I wasn't doing well the other times. Now I thank God every day for my good health. Every little bit counts. Every day. So I learn and also when I hear testimony from the person, my first coach is Michelle Sudo, and I really admire her, and she has to be successful now. She's a very successful, and I really uh, liked her story. And also another hero is Dexter. Miracle Morning is helping us, and he is also my hero. And he said his story, and I was very touched by his story. That's what a two person example. There are other stories, testimonial. Every day I post a testimonial, and they are real people. Some I know, some I don't know, but most of them I know. But it's very inspiring. That's all. Back to you, Sandy.
Thank you, Patsy. Yeah, you did mention something that I forgot. Yeah, the Patsy, for example, Patsy also helped me because I've been working in the movie industry for 25 years, and usually my shift was like night, so the late shift. So it was either nighttime or overnight because of the shooting that I was doing. Um, so I've been a night owl. So shifting from a night owl to an early riser has been a challenge for me. But thanks to Patsy, because we're doing this challenge together, I'm able to wake up early now. And then I was able to wake up from 10 to 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. But then after that, I joined another challenge, another group where it was Miracle Morning, based on the Miracle Morning. Um, and then that's the morning power hour that Patsy was talking about. So I joined that one, and is that one. Well, we are from different parts of the world, okay? So all of us has different time zones and different times where, but we all meet at the same time. It's just that it varies where you're located. So I'm located, for example, in the Pacific time, the PST zone. So for me, it's 5 a.m. There's someone who is in Alaska, is 4 a.m. for her. Um, and then for Patsy is 6 a.m. MST. We have people in Switzerland, and we have people like in UK and back east also. Um, so we all meet at the same time, um, just at different time zones, right? And we get together and we do visualization, we do affirmations together, we learn together, and we do exercises. Um, and I've been learning a lot of with this group that we meet together. Um, a lot of things that help me improve in my business. And besides that, also be able to even wake up even earlier than what I was waking with Patsy. And it is a game changer because when you wake up early, you got more time to do things. So that's really amazing. um, so yeah, so that's another thing that I wanted to share about the community. And also, another thing that I would say about the community is that we also have meetups, where we get together. So for example, here in Vancouver, we had we had our Christmas back in 2023. That was the first meetup that I couldn't assist to that one because I was sick and it was snowing, so I couldn't assist. But this year I assisted to the picnic they did by Spanish banks here in Vancouver. So I assisted, and I got to see all these people, getting together. So we had like a potluck, we had games, um, and it was nice to see, because we brought our family, right? So it was nice to see how the little kids play with each other, and they didn't know each other, but they met, and they made. So it's not only you meeting new friends, but also the kids also made new friends. So it is nice to see that interaction, that connection, that family community. Um, and now tomorrow we're gonna be celebrating our second Christmas party tomorrow. So we're gonna meet again. This will be, well, there were some meetups also uh, in Burnaby. I couldn't attend to that one. And there was also they give up some time um, on helping, uh, a place for feeding people. Um, so I couldn't assist to that one either. But there's some activities that we do also, just not just for us to get together and get to know each other, but also to help the community. So we do have a group that also help the community in terms, providing food, especially during Christmas time. Um, you know, Providing food for the families in needs. Um, in terms of, when we go to these places like the convention with the community, it's a good way to networking with others too, because you get to interact with leaders, because leaders are there too. You can get to ask them questions, and they're there to answer the questions um, that you ask. You get to create content. So there's so many advantage of having a community, because you learn every time, and it also help you with the business. So the community is amazing. It has impacted my life, and it keeps impacting my life. And I'm very grateful to be part of this community. Anything else you wanted to add, Patsy, before we end it, or
I think that's all for now.
okay? So yeah, so we just want to end it with that. Yeah, community plays a big role, a key role for the success that we have in our community because of the support that we get from the community, from the mentors, coaches, and the entire community. So, what is the topic for tomorrow, Patsy?
Day 71, answering some questions.
Yes. So for you who are watching us today, tomorrow we're gonna have day 71. So if you guys have some question for us, put it in the comments and we can answer them tomorrow. We also have some other questions that we're gonna bring up and answer. But if you have questions, you're watching this or you're watching the replay, put the questions in the comments and then we can answer those questions. So if you wanted to get to know us a little bit more, you have questions about the business, feel free to write the questions and we'll answer them. So that will be for tomorrow, day 71. So feel free to put the questions and we will answer it tomorrow. So that will be the end for our live. So we want to thank all the viewers who have watched us today. For those watching the replay, thank you so much. And for our followers, thank you so much for your support and for being part of our journey in this online business that we are doing. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your emojis, all your comments, and for all your support. Thank you for watching. So if you guys want to learn how you can earn online, you can register in the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the same webinar that we watch that has helped so many lives, including ours. Um, so if you want to learn, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, this is the host and panelist for that day. So as a host, we have Toa. She's a teacher. We also have Emilia. She's a former business support administrator, and now she's a job quitter. So congratulations to Emilia. We have Raman, a stay-at-home mom. We have Mary Saini, a retired senior corporate executive.
And we have the panelist, Deborah, online business owner at Apple, finance manager, Maximila, social aid worker, and we have Gurjit, full-time housewife.
Yes, and our replay has subtitles in any languages, and our live webinar is every Tuesday and every Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST, and now has subtitles in 5 languages. So that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So if you want to learn how you can earn online, you just need to register in the website that appears on the screen, and we'll send you a link to watch the replay. And in the same email, we'll have a link um, to register for the live webinar for the Tuesday and Thursday. And you also get invited to our private Facebook group where we get to um, you get to see more success stories from members of our community and also more information about the business. Um, so what do you see when you register on the website? Well, you get to watch the webinar, and inside the webinar, you get to see how our business plan works, and you also get to hear testimonials from members of our community. So the panelists that we just mentioned, they are going to be sharing their testimonial of their journey, why they joined the business, what have they gained through the business. So you're gonna be able to hear their stories. Um, in addition to that, I want to clarify actually that when you register into our website, you are not joining the business. This is just free information for you, so you can do your due diligence and decide if this business opportunity is for you or not. But make sure that you watch completely the webinar because that's the only way that you're gonna be able to understand how the online business works. And then also make sure that you browse the entire private Facebook group so you can do your due diligence. In addition to that, for those who doesn't follow us, you can follow us on our Facebook business page that appears on the screen. So that way you get to know us a little bit more. get to know the content that we post, and also the business opportunity that we offer. Um, so saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that watches today. Uh, God bless you. Happy and blessed rest of the Saturday, or in some part of the world, it's already Sunday. So happy and blessed Sunday. And thank you, everyone. And God bless you all. And until the next episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge. So see you tomorrow, everyone. And thank you for watching.
Bye
God
bye.